Hello everyone. My name is Alam. I am the Senior International Admissions Officer at the International College of Liberal Arts. We call it iCLA in short. So, it is a department of Yamanashi Gakuin University, the only department where courses are taught in English. So, you don't have to worry about your Japanese ability to apply or to enroll. And it is the department where we have a really diverse and international student body. So today Sawyer has joined me. He is one of our student ambassadors. So Sawyer, please say hello to everyone.
Hello, I'm Sawyer. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Together we will talk about Japan, we'll talk about liberal arts because we are a liberal arts college. So, what liberal arts is, how it could be beneficial for you, and other stuffs about iCLA. I guess because you are attending this event, so you are already interested in Japan, you know some stuff about Japan. So, I'll just go ahead and ask Sawyer why he chose Japan.
So the reason I chose Japan was I really wanted to learn more a lot about the culture of Japan. I was super interested in culture, and so yeah, I also have quite an interest in learning languages as well. So I figured if I'm able to learn about the culture and the language at the same time, then I mean it's an incredible opportunity to be able to come to Japan and if you're learning language, and I also feel like if you're learning the culture through their language, you can also learn it a little bit more. So that was also pretty interesting for me. Yeah.
Yeah, yep, that makes sense. Okay. Thank you very much. So, yes, of course, different people have different reasons to come to Japan, to choose Japan. So, we heard what Sawyer had to say about it. Thank you for sharing that. So, moving on about liberal arts. So, in case there is someone who is not sure what liberal arts is, because I hear this question, is it all arts? So, that's not the thing. So, liberal arts is just a way of education where instead of studying just one subject area for 4 years, you have a broad and diverse curriculum. And the curriculum at the same time has an interdisciplinary approach, has interconnections among them. So, what will happen is it will give you the chance to of course, study more than one subject area. You'll have the chance to combine different subject areas and then design the academic path yourself, depending on your career goals, your future plans. And you will be actively participating in the learning process in small class sizes, and there will be a lot of debate, discussions, debates, even presentations, which are believed to help you develop your employability skills. Okay, so that's what liberal arts is about. Now, about iCLA, we are located in Kofu City in Yamanashi Prefecture. It takes roughly an hour and a half from central Tokyo to our city by high-speed train. There are also buses that take probably a little over 2 hours to our campus. If you don't know where we are or where this city is, this is actually the home of Mount Fuji. So we are probably, what, 35, 40 minutes drive away from the Fuji area. So, Sawyer, if you can share, how's been your
Yeah.
life in the city altogether?
It's been a really good opportunity experience so far, to be honest. I think in comparison to Tokyo, it's a lot slower. And so for me personally, I like that. I enjoy that a lot. There's a lot of uh like opportunities I think that you can get from that. I mean, one of my biggest things that I tell people is, when you're in Tokyo, and you go to the convenience store, they'll speak to you in English, but then here they'll speak to you in Japanese. And just to make you feel more like connected, I think to Japan, it helps a lot with that. But I mean, yeah, just like the city, it's really nice. We have a lot of nature. Yamanashi is kind of known, I feel like, for a lot of its mountains. So we have really good hiking opportunities. Of course, we have Mount Fuji. I'm looking out my dorm window right now and I can see it behind me. Yeah, and so we also have a lot of lakes and rivers. If you like fishing, we have a lot of fishing opportunities. But yeah, I think it's really nice just being a little bit less uh city-like than Tokyo. It's a little bit more like calm, I think, like quieter if you like that. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, happy to hear that you were liking it. And yeah, very exactly as you said, it's not a big city, but you have everything you need, right? Plus, you
Yeah.
have the opportunities, and if you'll probably like it if you like outdoor activities. So there are plenty of opportunities like that, just as you mentioned. And also, it's true that we're just an hour and a half away from central Tokyo. So if you want to have some fun on on a certain weekend, you can definitely go and, right? You have a very good access. Okay, thank you. So at iCLA, we are offering a 4-year bachelor in international liberal arts. We are actually like this department of Yamanashi Gakuin University. It is actually small by design. Our capacity is around 350 students. That's where we are right now. Out of those 350, 80% are international students and around 20% are Japanese students. So I'd say that's a very good mix of nationalities because the international students are actually coming from more than 55 countries. So it makes iCLA, uh, you know, iCLA's atmosphere really multicultural, multilingual, and international. So if you are interested in that, you'll definitely love this place. The student to faculty ratio right now is 9 to 1. So for every 9 students, we have at least one faculty member or a staff. So you'll get the advice or guidelines, the help whenever you need. Okay. So we are offering 6 majors at this moment, as you can see on screen. Other than those, we have electives, we have Japanese cultural workshops, we have Japanese language courses as part of the degree, which is mandatory up to elementary level. But if you are interested, like Sawyer, in learning Japanese, you can of course go up to advanced level. We have an extensive study abroad program, but it's optional. So if you want to, you can go to another university in another country and study there for up to 1 year. So at this point, Sawyer, tell us about your academic life in a way, like what you are studying, your plans, what you're going to study.
Yeah, so my current path right now, I'm on the global business and economics path. So in order for that, I've been taking a lot of economics courses, and I'm slowly starting to get into the business side a little bit more. Like for example, I'm taking a financial management course this semester that's teaching us a little bit about the stock market, and kind of made me think that I need to start prepping for my future a little bit more, like
Right,
saving some
right,
money.
right.
But yeah, and then we also have, of course, workshops and language programs as well. All the Japanese teachers that we have here are very, very nice. They're really good at teaching Japanese, and I feel like a lot of people are being helped out that way.
Mm.
And yeah, so it's been a really good opportunity to have, classes taught by Japanese people in Japanese, helping us learn the language. I think that's been super, super helpful. And then yeah, workshops, those are just super, super cool opportunities I feel like that iCLA offers. For example, last semester I did a Shugendo workshop, which is like to connect, kind of like to connect your body and your mind to nature. So we spent a lot of the time meditating and learning like dances and stuff like that. And so like last semester for the final class, we went to a waterfall next to Mount Fuji, and we meditated underneath it, which was really, really cool. And it was such a cool like experience. I really felt like, wow, like I would definitely not be doing this anywhere else. But yeah, we also have some really cool active classes like judo and karate. I'm excited
Right.
to take the judo class next semester. But
Okay.
yeah, I think we
Thank
offer a
you.
super wide variety of classes really for any interest that you have. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So, yep, other than those, so as already mentioned, there are also workshops like manga and anime. If you are at all interested in taking just a couple of, manga or anime workshops, that's also fine, no matter which major you are taking. So there are those opportunities. And so about your Japanese language learning, are you planning to go beyond the elementary level? Planning to take JLPT at any point? Anything like that?
Yeah. Oh, right. I mean, me? Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I am actually planning on taking JLPT. A little bit more down the line. Right now, I think I'm not high enough level to be like
Mhm.
really gaining from taking it right now. But iCLA offering classes that prep you for JLPT 2 and 1. I think is I'll be taking those classes so that I can get the best certification that I can. Yeah.
Okay, okay, that's great to hear. So, about study abroad program, do you have any interest in going anywhere else for 1 or 2 semesters? It's of course optional. What's your plan?
Yeah, I've thought about it. I'm still debating on whether I will or not. But yeah, I definitely would be looking into going to Europe if I were to study abroad. Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. Thank you very much. So, let's talk about accommodation as well and iCLA campus. Well, before I ask you, let me just to the students attending. If you just look at my background, actually, you can see iCLA building. So what I wanted to show is that we have very on-campus student dormitories where we have separate dorms for boys and girls, but both are connected with the classroom building. So I'd say life is quite convenient. So Sawyer, what do you think? How's been your life at
Yeah.
ICLA?
Super convenient. I mean, I know a lot of people who wake up, 5 minutes before class and then just walk downstairs in their pajamas and then go to class. So, yeah, it's super convenient. I really have no complaints on that end. Like, especially on the cold days or rainy days when you don't really want to go walk outside. It's nice to just be able to walk downstairs and go to class. Yeah.
All right, all right. So, which year you are in now?
I'm in my second year right now.
Second year. So you are still, I can see, living in the dorm.
Yeah.
So, well, you quite like it then, because actually for students who are attending, it's mandatory. We have made it mandatory to get rid of all sort of hassles for all first year students to live on in the dormitory for at least the first year. Okay, so Sawyer is, I think, liked it, so he's been living there uh, even now. So there will be like individual rooms for all students, and there will be some common facilities, of course, that they'll have to share. Okay. So, uh, Sawyer, if you can tell us a little bit more about your life, like, if you're involved in any sort of extracurricular activities, have you joined any clubs or societies?
Yeah, so with iCLA we're connected to, of course, Yamanashi Gakuin University, which is the Japanese side of the university. And so I've joined their badminton club.
Okay,
So I'm
okay.
I'm playing badminton every Monday with a bunch of Japanese people, which is super fun. It's actually a really good opportunity to practice my language as well. Um,
That's a very good
Yes,
point.
that's mostly the only way I've been involved, uh, like through clubs. But I've also helped out at events. Um, YGU had an event called Jutokusai last 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 or 3 weeks
Yeah,
ago.
yeah. Okay, yeah.
And iCLA had a bunch of booths there where we all showed off our own unique cultures. And so I was helping out at the America booth, with some snacks and showing people some football and yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, I guess you were having fun. And actually, I was really amazed to hear about, that you were very interested in, well, I'd say a different kind of a sport, but you are interested in sports. So happy to hear that you were liking it. And on that note, I can say that when it comes to sports, our university is actually quite strong in many sorts of sports. Within Japan, we are quite well known for our sports division. So far, we've had over 65 Japanese Olympians from this university. So, you guys, if you are interested in any sort of sports, yeah, it could be quite an interesting place for you. Okay, so now the finances. I'll just quickly go through these. Our yearly tuition and related fees are a little less than 1.7 million yen, which is around 11,000 US dollar at current rate, probably a little less now. because yen is getting weaker and weaker every week. So that's where the tuition fees are. You can pay semester by semester. And the enrollment fee is a one-time payment. You'll need to pay this enrollment fee at the time you decide to enroll. So you apply, you get accepted, you get an offer from us. If you decide to take the offer, you'll pay the enrollment fee and you'll upload other documents so you can start working on your COE, certificate of eligibility, that you'll need, if you need, to apply for a visa. So that's the purpose of the enrollment fee. It's a one-time payment. And as I said, it's mandatory to live in the dorm for the first year. It's also mandatory, unless you have any religious or any medical reasons, it will be mandatory to take the meal plan where meals are served 3 times a day on class days. Okay. So including that, the total fees for room and board will be around 1 million yen for the first year, and you can usually pay it in 3 installments. So while I'm talking about food, Sawyer, how's it going? Like about the food in iCLA's cafeteria? Do you
Yeah,
like
it's
it?
not
Can
bad.
you eat it?
We get a lot of variety that we have. Of course, 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Breakfast, you always have yogurt, some cereal.
Mm,
Of course, with every meal, there's soup and rice. And then, yeah, then you have the main dish that changes out always. Things like French toast for breakfast or a lot of chicken for dinner and lunch.
mm,
But yeah, it's good. We have a lot of variety. There's always salad. And there's also a vegan vegetarian option as well, if you have a dietary restriction.
mm.
So there's always that for the people who need that. But yeah, it tastes good. I enjoy it.
So do you like time to time get Japanese foods as well, or is it mostly kind of like uh Western style foods?
I'd say we have a little bit of everything actually. I think
Okay,
probably
okay,
more often than not, I'd say it's more Japanese style.
okay, okay.
And then yeah, we have the days where we have German potato toast for breakfast, and that's my favorite meal. But yeah, and then well, yeah, I'd say we have probably once a day there's probably a Western meal or from a different country, and then the other two are maybe Japanese, something like that maybe.
Mm, mm. Okay, okay. That's good to hear. All right. So now, good news for students who are joining that we are offering scholarships. These are basically tuition waiver scholarships. So you can apply for the scholarships as part of your application process. These scholarships are offered at 5 tiers from 10% to 25 to 50 to 75 to 100% waiver of tuition fees. But the thing is, if you get a scholarship, that will cover the enrollment fee as well. And by tuition fees, I mean this whole thing. Okay. So, for example, if you get 10% or 50% scholarship, the tuition and related fees will be covered for full 4 years. And also, this enrollment fee will be covered. So, those will be reduced if you get scholarships. And when it comes to the scholarships for full 4 years, so it's like there will be an academic review at the end of every year. So you'll basically have to keep a certain GPA to keep it effective for the next year. But in principle, it will cover the studies for full 4 years. And well, entry requirements are quite simple, actually. From the US, you can just apply with a high school diploma. SAT, ACT, those sort of tests are optional at this moment. If you have it, of course, that's good. But if you don't have it, you can apply with a high school diploma. If you are by any chance doing other curriculums like IB or Cambridge, we accept those as well. So feel free to let us know if you want to know the exact requirements for those. Okay, the application process is completely online from the start to the finish. You'll just have to create an account and then you can do everything through that account. Okay, you don't even need to email us anything, just upload your stuff and that should be fine. Uh, we don't require any, for example, minimum GPA, or there is no prerequisite subjects in most cases. So we are happy to welcome students from all different backgrounds, and instead of depending on the grades alone, we call it holistic review. So your application as a whole will be considered. Okay, so your academic grades will be important, but that will not be the only thing. Quality of your essays will be considered. References from your teachers will be considered. If you have done any extracurricular activities, that will, of course, make your application stronger. And then finally, instead of any entrance exams, there will be an online interview, okay, with two of our faculty members. How well you do during the interview will also be important. So, uh, based on a holistic review of everything, the results will be decided. And when it comes to scholarships, it doesn't change. You can apply for scholarships if you clear our entry requirements, okay? And you'll just have to write an extra essay as part of that online application process. So on this, do you remember? Of course, it was a bit of time ago, but Sawyer, do you remember how was the application process for you? Did you struggle with anything? Anything that you want to share?
Uh, no, it was super easy for me to be honest. I think everything was pretty self-explanatory. You just
Right.
gotta really read the what it's asking you and then just fill it out. I think the website made it super easy, I think, to have that application get finished, you know.
Okay, that's good to hear. Yep, I'd also say it's quite simple, straightforward, but could be a bit like how to say time consuming, right? I mean, you'll have to write essays, you'll have to give all those information and stuff, but it's quite simple actually. We have two intakes every year, spring and fall. We have closed the applications for spring 2026 for students who will need a visa. Okay, but if you don't need a visa, if you are a Japanese, if you have Japanese citizenship, or if you have a valid visa already, if you're interested, you can still apply for spring 2026. The deadline is January 23rd. And we have already started taking applications for fall 2026. Again, if you need a visa, the deadline is April 13. If you don't need a visa, the deadline is May 29th. So basically what we do is we open applications 1 year in advance and we conduct rolling admissions. So as soon as you apply, we'll start working on your application. If you the document screening goes well, then you'll be invited for an interview. Altogether, within a month or so, you will typically know the results. Okay, so that's what we are doing at this moment. So if you are interested, you can actually start your application even today. Okay, so post-study opportunities. Well, we have the system in place. If you are interested in finding a job in Japan after graduation, we have that should be fine. We have students who are working in Japan after graduation. We have students who went to some other country and working there. We have students then who are going for further studies. So depending on your plans, your goals, we will be able to help. Okay. Just so you know, last year overall for the university, the graduate placement rate was 95%. So it should give you the assurance that if you need to find a job in Japan after graduation, we have the system in place. So when we are talking about careers and goals after graduation, Sawyer, what's your plan? What are you planning to do, or have you decided anything? And of course, it's pretty early as well, but
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do, whether I want to stay in Japan or move abroad. But I do feel, as I've been here for longer, I think the my like comfort with staying in Japan, I think has definitely like gotten a lot bigger. I feel
right,
a lot more
right.
comfortable now being able to stay in Japan after graduating. Yeah.
Mhm. I think I understand your feelings because that's exactly what happened to me. When I came to Japan, I had no idea that I'd be living here.
Yeah.
But I don't know how long I've been here. So, it's been that's usually what happens. So, okay. Thank you very much. Thank you all for listening to us. Now, let's see if we have any questions so we can go through those. Uh, Nope, I don't see any questions. Are workshops mandatory? I think there could be one or two that are mandatory, right? So did you take like
Uh,
especially related to martial arts and those sort of things? Is there anything mandatory?
we used to have a mandatory for taking one like physical fitness
Mhm.
workshop, but I don't think it's mandatory anymore. I think it's all
Okay,
really
okay.
now just for fun if you find interest in doing it. Yeah.
All right, all right. So that answers that. And for iCLA, what percentage of international students find internships in Japan? So for iCLA, what percentage of international students find internships in Japan? I'm not sure about that. I don't have the data. But I think what I can say is that if you are interested in doing an internship, first thing is we have affiliated companies where some students go and do their internships. Then you can talk with your professors. They have their personal networks, professional networks. They will be happy to help. Plus, we have career office, one big one dealing with all of the university. Then we have one for iCLA students alone. So they will be happy to help as well. Where to go for what sort of information, what to do at what sort of timing. So if you are interested in finding a job or if you're interested in doing an internship, it should be possible. Is there an estimated acceptance rate? We don't have the exact data again, but it's, I think, between 40 to 50% at this moment. Okay. Where could we see the courses that we could take on the website? Okay. I can share the full course list. Just give me a second. All right, that should be there. So you'll find all the courses on offer right now if you just visit that link. It changes sometimes, but not, of course, drastically. So it should give you some idea. And if you want to know the contents of the courses, then go ahead. I think we also have the all the details like full syllabi for each of the courses on our website as well. Okay, I think we may not have that much time left. So if there are no more questions, we will end it here. Okay, and before I go, I will just leave one link for you guys, which is if you want to chat with Sawyer, actually, that's possible. So just go to our website and chat with our current students. I am putting that link here as well. So if you want to get in touch with him, feel free to do so. Okay. So I guess we can wrap it up here. Thank you, Sawyer. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope you had some useful information. If there's anything else, let us know later. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.